The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
We bring you guys some of the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today,
well, you been sipping that. Blue got you right.
That Blue got me on it right now. Hey.
Blue or that hot hoodie.
We bring you guys some of the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today we got Bleu Vodka in the building.
All right.
Oh man, look, y'all got me lit already. I mean, how y'all been, man? It's been a minute since we brought you guys back up here.
We've been grinding. We've been grinding. So it is, all about taking it to the next level. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing our thing in Chicago, and now it's time for us to really move globally. Okay. Not just nationally, but internationally. So we've got some things on the horizon. Okay.
Yeah. I heard you say, globally. So what are some of the aspects you guys have been touching on to attain that?
Yeah, so a lot of the things you might see on the front end, nobody knows what's going on the back end. Mm-hmm. So here's the beauty of some of the things that you were talking about earlier, in terms of even your business plan, what you want to do. Get the plan together, make it clear, make it plain, so somebody can respond to it. And that's what's been happening with us. It's oh, now we have people who are looking at us on an international scale and literally are in power and position to take us from 0 to whatever the number, the magic number is going to be, right? Right? Yeah, and beyond. So it's been good. Good stuff, yeah. The challenge is just if you can hang in there. When those bumps, when you hit those bumps, when things aren't looking so great, when it's oh, okay, I'm feeling the fatigue of everything that I'm doing. But, you really do have to encourage yourself and each other. And so it's nice to have somebody who's in it with you.
Yeah, and yeah. I want to ask you, too, you said, bumps, with you guys being a liquor company, what are some of those obstacles you run into?
Yeah, so major obstacles can be distribution or even, the materials that you need, your bottles. We have had months where we've been waiting on bottles. The other one is just like my husband was saying, the money. That thing doesn't change. And at the same time, it's if you keep just plugging and your story just gets better and better, then eventually you run into the right people, and they're what we need to do in order to get you where you need to be.
If I can jump in, though, I want to rewind and press play because we just added something new to our portfolio. That's Blue Pure, baby.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to make sure that I shout that out. That's our new straight vodka that's coming out smoother than all the vodkas on the market. You hear me? Don't play around with Tito's no more. Bring it right here with Blue Vodka. That's right. I'm putting it out there right now. You got to get out to the stores. You got to try it. It's exclusively sold right now in Kenwood Liquors, okay? So I just want to make sure I put that shout out.
Look. I'm gonna tell you, Pretty Riot don't drink vodka.
Okay.
But she loved that. She loved that.
Okay.
And a lot of artists that's been coming up here is
everybody loves it.
Loves it. They love the vodka. They love the liquor, just like how smooth it is. They be getting salty up here with us. They get real comfortable. When they first come, they hey, give me a
I like it.
Fact.
Where can I find this at?
Yes.
All the artists.
And it's the Kenwood on 88th and Stony. Yeah. So that was the first Kenwood that was the first store when we launched in Chicago that took in our liqueurs. And so we wanted to, pay it back with our launch of Pure. Mm-hmm. and being there first. So, you know, we're getting ready to, we've got some boots to the ground, and we will be all over the Chicagoland area.
I mean, let people know some of some of the other stores that you guys are located in.
Absolutely. So we're in select Benny's locations. We are in select Jewel locations. We're in Mariano's Bronzeville. We're at Kimbark. We're in A&S, and quite a few other locations. We actually, I'll give you a card so you can actually take a picture of it and shoot it out for the audience. Yeah.
But one of the things I would just jump in and say about Benny's, if we're not in Benny's, if you request it, they're required to put us in Benny's. Okay, so I've been trying to create that ground swell in terms of getting more and more people to do that, and we're starting to do more.
Yeah,
you got it.
And make sure y'all go request that Bleu Vodka in all Benny's. Whenever you just walk in there, and be like, "Hey,
what the Bleu Vodka at?
What a Bleu Vodka at?" And
if
walk
they
out.
Ain't got it,
but you got to spell it right.
You got to spell it.
B-L-E.
You got to spell it.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, because we literally had someone going into Hyde Park. Like all these people were going into Hyde Park requesting it. They had ordered all of these Bleu Vodkas, and it wasn't ours. So it's like, yeah, you have to spell it.
We've experienced that before.
Right?
We had an event at Sub T, and they were sponsoring the event, and it was a mix-up with the liquor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang.
When you was there making the drinks that day?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got you was the reason why I was saucy that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the pint that was ill. That was nice. They had me righteous. I had a great show that night.
Yes.
To you.
Okay.
Yes.
Glad we could help out.
Hey,
All
and
time.
you know, we haven't released this info yet, but November 17th, you know, we have something special to celebrate our anniversary here on iLLANOiZE Radio. So, I'm not going to give out too much details yet until everything is fully locked in, but stay tuned on that because you never know. Come to that event, you might be able to, you know, see Bleu Vodka in the building. So, we gonna keep you guys updated on that. So, stay tuned for those details.
I snuck a fifth in that last time.
Don't say it out loud.
We gonna to a different venue this time. We somewhere different. I got Blue right here. I got Blue with us. I ain't got to sneak no liquor in this time.
Make sure to check out the iLList playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and you are now in tune to iLLANOiZE Radio, as you should be every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Download that Spotify playlist. Make sure you tune into the iLList. Every Sunday, we update that playlist with some of the dopest artists like ever, like real life like ever. Okay? All right. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that little bell so you can be notified every single time we post a video. And you better go put that iLLANOiZE app on your phone so you can just have it all in one. You feel me? So, how did Bleu Vodka come about? Because I don't know.
Oh, she wasn't here for the first interview.
Yeah, I
She wasn't here for the first interview.
It's okay because we got first-time viewers that's going to watch them too. So, yes, how did you guys come up with this?
Yeah, so we were traveling back from California and literally had a conversation with my husband, who's more risk-averse than I am. Anyway, he says, I'm asking him, like, are we going to work for other people for the rest of our lives, or are we going to do something to build legacy? And at that point, I had literally just had a book published, which I haven't done anything with. I'll come on the show to do, like a book.
Did you see my face?
Yes, and I'm also an inventor, and so I was working on wearable technology at the time, and also working for an accelerator when we moved to Iowa. And so anyway, and we were working on, if you think of a Dave & Buster's on steroids with like outside activities, right? So anyway, the long and the short of it is we just wanted to do that seasonally. When it came down to it, we would have needed to be in that business year round. So we kind of put that on the shelf, and one of our mentors said, hey, there's this other entrepreneur that I want you to meet. And we met our other co-founder. He introduced us to liquor infusions. And so what he first introduced us to, there was already something like it on the market. It was absolutely delicious, but being the brains that we are, we're like, we can't come out against the big boys starting out. So what else do you have? And that's when he introduced us to the wild blueberry. So we launched with the wild blueberry and the citrus. We got into our first store in January of 2016 in Iowa. 2017, decided to move it to our hometown, my hometown, Chicago. My husband's from Flintstone. He's from Flint. Okay. But anyway, that's how we got started. Just being open to what the universe delivered to us. It wasn't about, like, okay, it has to be this thing.
Well, I just want to chime in. My wife liked to say I'm risk averse, but I went into the 401k and chucked up $250,000. So I don't know how risk averse you can call that.
That's a risk.
That's a risk. I put it all in and said I'm betting on you.
Okay.
That's a real man. Hey, look.
Hold on, let's make it.
I'm trying to be like you when I get on. I'm trying to be like you.
Hold on, baby. No, that's right.
Look, I'm trying to be like you when I get on 200. Look, his 401k got like 401k in it. You feel me? That's bullshit right there. I gotta say, look. I can't even go. I get $200 out of mine. Look, I need my cup refilled off of that one. Cause
for those of you who don't know, you can take your 401k and create a corporation and not have your money taken when you take it out. You can convert it over. I have a company. It's called Guidance Financial. They actually will take you through the steps to do that. Not a lot of African Americans know a lot about that. But it was something that I learned through our mentor again, and I just reached out and started to understand how that works. They'll even give you a lawyer, that's a part of that to help you understand that process.
That's knowledge.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna get with you after the show.
I'm gonna talk to you later, but
you can have more than $200 in the 401k.
Look, I'm nice now. But I'm just saying to help my girl. If I had a girl or a wife to help with a business, $200 is probably all she get from me. You feel me?
Come on.
Look, I ain't got the $200,000. You're an ill cat.
Right.
I get $200,000.
250.
Excuse me.
250.
Excuse me.
Okay, but he's betting on the right one.
He's betting on you.
Okay,
that's
yes.
real. That's real. I'm trying to get there.
Right.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
Bet it all. Give me one more, y'all. Give me one more. But your wife said you from Flint. You know what I mean? I never met anybody from Flint. And with the water thing that's going on up there, man. Like I'm sure you got people still going through. Like, how is it out there, man?
It's still bad. My mom was there when it was all happening. I actually had spent some time with her. I actually had to take a shower with bottled water. I mean, that's how bad it was. The city was providing bottled water. I don't think they're providing as much as they used to. So it's still an opportunity. They still got a lot of work to do. I think it's something that still needs to be out there publicly so that folks know that it's not going away, right? Because a lot of times you'll have that initial focus and then it dies down.
Yeah.
But there's still a problem there that they have to get fixed. Because there's nothing better than having good water, right? They're having that same issue now in Newark and New Jersey. So same thing, it's just a different city and state. We got to get this right. Because I bet you if you go to some other communities, their water is good.
I mean, they even say Chicago. I mean, I've been reading that they've been saying Chicago pipelines is not as impressive as people think it is as well. So, that's a serious situation that needs a spotlight.
For this to be 2019, and in America, that stuff like that is still going on in these communities. It's still kind of fucked up. Yeah, and especially in Detroit too. Yeah, it's crazy, man. We gonna make a change though.
We are.
We gonna make a change.
I can't see myself showering with bottled water. You know what I'm saying? And just hearing you say that, it's like, damn, that's. I mean, it's people in Africa.
Like small vices that we take for granted, though.
It's people in other third world countries because Africa is actually beautiful, but it's people in third world countries that suffer from this damn near eternally. You know what I'm saying? So for it to hit a city like Detroit. Flint.
And it ain't really.
I'm just saying Flint. I'm just saying it's in the city
in Michigan.
Of Michigan. You know, that's still U.S. because it's third world countries that suffer and don't get no type of
it's
attention.
2019, my G, and ain't nobody got no water.
Yeah,
good water to clean up with, G. Think about how much water people waste on a regular basis. You feel me? That's crazy. That's right across the street for us.
It sure is.
Flint ain't nowhere. Like, it's right across the street.
Right.
It's 2019, man. That's all I wanted to know.
Now, I'm going to jump back into, the vodka. So, you guys have original and you have pure. Can you break down the difference for everybody out there between the two?
Absolutely. So our original and our citrus, both of those are 100% all natural fruit infusions. So the flavor and the color come from the fruit itself. With our original, it's a wild blueberry. With our pure, it's a citrus peel. So that in and of itself, like microbreweries started their own lane, we have literally created our own lane of innovation, because most of what you get with liqueurs is flavorings and colorings, but ours is 100% all natural. Now, when you look at Blue Pure, make it purr, it is a corn-based vodka. It is 8 times distilled and 8 times filtered. And so, we are really doing everything we can to bring premium products at an affordable price to the marketplace.
That is dope.
Yeah.
I've been loving Blue since Freddie B introduced me to Blue.
Right?
Like, I remember when you guys first met with Freddie B and he hit me up, "Hey, Biko, you got to try this Blue Vodka." Now, I admit, I took my time. But it was time well worth it, because in the end, I mean, look at how far everything has grown. You guys are, it's not many African Americans. I don't want to say the black word. I'm going to say it, matter of fact.
Black.
It's not many black.
Black people with their own liquor.
Right.
Especially from Chicago.
Yeah, so it's like with you guys being black and being as innovative as you are with the vodka, I'm proud. Like it makes me want to support more. I mean, I will hope others out there, will do the same, which they will in return. But yeah, it's definitely overwhelming to see you guys' success and see what you guys are doing. You recently had the 31st Street beach release party for the Pure. How was that?
It was amazing, and at the same time, it happened on a day that it rained like crazy, right? But here's the thing. As soon as it was time for our event to start, the sun was shining right on us.
But wait,
I kid you not.
But let's chime in. I know this is not often brought up, but I'll tell you, I went into prayer and I said, "Rain, stop where we going to be at 31st Street Beach." Liz started praying about the sun coming out, right? When we got there, it rained just a little bit, and that rain stopped. And I didn't think the sun was going to come out, but probably about an hour later, the sun started shining. So for those who didn't make it, you missed an outstanding event. For those who came, I look at it like this. Those who were there were the folks that were supposed to be there at that point in time.
Man.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
the power of prayer.
It really, and people underestimate it. But I will tell you this: it's like it has been one of those things, because in my previous life, I've had a really, really solid, strong prayer life. And you get so busy until you like, okay, I'm going to bed. Yep, I'm not doing it like I used to. Right. And then when I recently started back, I'm telling you, don't underestimate the power of prayer, because those doors started opening like boom, boom, boom. What you say? You need? Boom, boom, boom. It's just the truth.
the only other thing I would add to that, a lot of times we're given things, right? And we got to take care of the things that we're given. Like when you get a house, you need to take care of that house so the Lord knows that you're ready for the next thing, right? Because you're taking care of what He gave you. Right. So you got to remember that too.
Yeah, facts. Right. Big facts. Biko spoke on it earlier, you know, y'all being black with your own liquor. I wanted to know, like, being black with your own liquor, like, what's some of the hurdles that y'all had to come across and that some other people might not have to come across, you know?
Yeah.
Would y'all want to speak on that?
Of course, why not? Because, you know, it just is what it is. So, and thank you so much for that. Like, yeah, that touches my heart when we know that, you know, we are being an example for other people to believe in their dreams and to move forward, because we are literally the only black-owned, female-run distillery in the history of this nation. So, when
women
you talk
power.
about right,
ooh, yeah, wait, drink to that.
Did you? She said the neck. Speak on that, please.
Right.
Speak on that.
Yeah, because you know what a lot of people do is they come out with their lines, but they don't actually own the distillery themselves. So with us owning the distillery, we can make, manufacture, produce, pack, co-pack anything. literally, we can sell anything. So it puts us in a different place.
Y'all are our own bosses.
Yeah.
I heard this saying. I heard this saying: behind every great man, there's a great woman. But behind every great woman, it's a great man. How are you killing me? So crazy.
This man right here.
You ill, bro.
I love the way you flip that quote. That's true, man. Damn.
Go crazy.
So, the challenge is proving yourself over and over. Distributors, people who, because, and quite frankly, it's the truth, there's literally very few people who are sitting at the head in terms of decision makers when it comes to distribution, when it comes to when it comes to any of it in this arena. So you have a lot of naysayers. And then you also have like these beautiful people and beautiful energy who are like, yeah, I believe it. I'm going to take this chance on you. So, for us, if you name it, we've met with the challenge. I can go into a store and depending on, and this would have, I'm not gonna, anyway, I can go into a store and just because of who I am, it's like, no, I don't want you in here, But here's another thing, with one of the accounts that we got, this is the power of networking. So literally, my husband was in a place, he was at the right place at the right time, met the president of this major grocer, and there's a barrier in the way. But that president that he met moved that barrier. So in terms of like just the power and strength of networking, people speaking on your behalf, you have no idea. We have gotten into places that it was because somebody else talked us up. Somebody else was believing with us. Somebody else opened that door. So, it's like while I work on the business full time alone, I'm not in this alone by any stretch of the imagination. And that's just like us being here right now. Yeah. Like you said, it took you a while, but I know that we're all on the same trajectory. Yeah.
Can I chime in? One of the things that we got to think about as a community is that we got to start thinking about power and how we acquire power. How do we own banks so we're not constrained in terms of being able to get the funds that we need, right? We also got to learn how, so you saw Popeyes and the chicken sandwich, right? Mm-hmm. We are a powerful community. We can make brands. Let's make our own. When we come out with black businesses, support those black businesses. Everybody should be sharing anything we put out on Facebook because we're working hard to put out premium product. Okay, and we just need everybody to support that. Our community right now can build Bleu Vodka, right, and be a part of what we're doing. Okay, so think about that. But power is the most important thing that we all have to acquire. When you have it, like you guys have a voice, right? That's the other thing that's extremely important when we have a voice and we can put that out there.
Ooh, my brother.
Right, Jim.
My brother. Oh man. For our listeners, let people know again where they can get some Bleu Vodka. Let people know where they can follow you guys or get in contact with you guys.
Absolutely. So the locations that we're in select Jewel locations, select Benny's locations. We're in Mariano's Bronzeville. We're in Kenwood Liquors on 88th and Stony. We're in A&S. We're in Kimbark Liquors and quite a few other places. And we will get you that so you can post it. You can find us at BLEU Vodka on IG. Bleu Vodka Original on Facebook, and BLEU Vodka is our website as well. So yeah, look us up, hook us up, and definitely we are working in the community to hook others up as well. So, as we move, as we grow, everything that I can do, and my husband, like he's speaking knowledge. Everywhere we can, everywhere every way we can, we're doing it. So my first question to Pretty Riot is going to be, where's the business plan for what you all were talking about earlier? Because there's no reason for it to be an idea without action.
All right.
I like. Whoa! Wait! I just thought about it. I'm happy you said that. So our ill talk discussion for today was 800 credit score or 500,000 in cash, which is presented by Swain Sessions Podcast. What does you guys take on that?
So for me, I'm gonna take the money. All right, but I'm also gonna take the money and become debt free, which is also going to increase my credit score. But then I'm going to look at the money and figure out how to invest it appropriately because I want to build legacy, right? Because we always start behind other communities where our children, grandchildren don't have that fresh start. So I want my grandchildren to start out with like 500,000 in the bank waiting for them. Those are the kinds of things that we got to think about, is that next generation, because we need to set them up, right? When we do that, that puts us in a position of power. Again, I'm going to keep quoting and talking about power because that's important, and you need money to have power.
Yes, you do.